listen, we love Doc Rivers here, right? Dub loves him because Dub is a Celtics fan, and Doc Rivers brought the Celtics a championship. Now, that was some years ago.
Well,
I
oh, wait.
mean, at this point, you're talking about almost a lifetime ago. But hey, it's a championship none the least. Doc Rivers goes to Philly. He's coaching the big fundamental or whatever Embiid's. That's not Embiid's nickname. What is with the process? My bad. He's coaching the process, and we
Yeah.
think, oh, the process with Jimmy Butler, the
But hold on,
process.
gotta stop. You gotta stop. He went from Boston to the Clippers.
Oh
Clippers
yeah, man. The
now
Clippers.
Milwaukee.
Clippers was a time to be had. Um,
Crazy
you
roster.
know, we had Chris Paul, we had Blake Griffin, we had let's have a moment of silence for that Clippers team. That
Jamal
Clippers
Crawford.
team was nice. Jamal Crawford, so many guys on that Clippers team, and they just couldn't get over the hump and win anything, man. And
And,
and, and, and
and
I get emotional about it because I think about the trade that was blocked that sent Chris Paul to the Clippers because Chris Paul was supposed to be a Laker and Kobe would have had 7, but I don't want to get into that right now. I'm just not feeling that. That got me emotional thinking about that. Doc Rivers is coaching the Bucks. The Bucks are about 8.5 games back behind Boston. Boston is clearly the best team in the East. To me, they're the best team in the league. Is Doc Rivers overrated?
it's a tough one. It's a tough one because when I look back at that championship team in Boston, you had Ray Allen, Kendrick Perkins. I think Big Baby was on the roster, which Glenn Davis,
Paul
Paul
Pierce,
Pierce,
the
KG.
big ticket,
One of my favorite players of all.
South Carolina's finest.
Yeah, yeah, nice. Paul Pierce definitely underrated small forward if you ask me.
Yeah, the truth. The
Yeah,
truth.
he used to catch some bodies. You know what I'm saying?
Truth. You know what I'm saying?
So for me, I'm gonna say yes. Doc Rivers is overrated because that team back in Boston, the championship team, was so well comprised. You had a great balance of leaders, vets, young stars like Rajon Rondo at the time. That roster was loaded. It was deep, 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 deep. So wasn't really much motivating that you needed to do to get those guys to play. Yes, you had to coach. Don't get me wrong, you have to put it all together. But it didn't take much.
I'm
It
gonna pause you right there. I got a question, and I want you to answer this from your perspective. Is Rajon Rondo the best true point guard of the 2000s?
No, Chris Paul is.
Okay, moving on.
Cool. So it's just to Los Angeles. Crazy rosters.
Yep.
Crazy rosters. DeAndre Jordan, Blake Griffin, um, Chris Paul.
New Lob City.
Can't get the job done. Then he transitions to Philly. You got Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris. You got James Harden.
Jimmy Butler at one point.
You, you can't get the job. I don't know why I threw Ben Simmons in there. I don't know why I did that. But at one point he's playing good. He's playing good. And now you in Milwaukee. This guy has not had a bad setup since he's been in the league. He has not had a shitty roster since he's been in the league. So he need to figure out how to make it work in Milwaukee because Milwaukee can honestly, man. I have them favoring my Celtics. Like they can beat my Celtics for sure and make it to the championship game. So
I don't think so.
I think he's overrated. That
I
was long, but he's overrated, bro.
I feel you. I would say I can't say Doc Rivers is overrated. I mean, he's accomplished a lot in the league. To win one title is more than a lot of coaches ever see,
Oh
you
yeah.
know. And even though he hasn't won more of the big games, which is what is expected, they've been there, you know.
Questionable coaching down the way. He made some questionable coaching decisions in some of these tight games. You remember last year, I think it was year before last in Philly.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm looking it up right now. He's 111 and 104 in the playoffs. Yeah, that I mean, 51% winning percentage. Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
And with the rosters, bro,
I think with those rosters, you should have closer to like a 68% winning.
he should have
Yeah.
minimum 3 rings.
What would be the 3? Oh wait,
LA, the Clippers, I think they made it to the Western Conference. Was it Western Conference Finals? One of
I'm
those
sure
years,
they made it to the Western Finals at one point.
and questionable coaching. That Philly, I say he could have gotten 2 in Boston. He could have got 1 in Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, he definitely should have got 2 in Boston.
And it was stopping us was the
Kobe Bryant.
Heat, man. The Heat.
Kobe Bryant too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When they
you know.
team, it was a wrap.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. I say that he's not overrated. Dub says that he is. We need to know from y'all. Y'all gotta let us know in the comments.
You kind
Let
of
us know.
worse he is at the end though. You like, yeah.
I'm gonna still go with that. He's not overrated. I think that he is. I think that a little too much stock is put into him, but I don't. Overrated is such a strong. That's a strong claim. I don't know if I want to make that on Doc yet. But I want to hear from everybody in the comments. I want them to let us know. And maybe that changes my mind. You know, maybe I side with Dub after you guys give me the stats and run us down like you usually do. Listen, as always, give us that CLS treatment, comment, like, subscribe.